So I like this study by this model by PwC, and has basically put it in this way. So in the immediate term, what businesses have been forced to do is to establish a response. How do we respond? Whether you're a small business or you're a big business, how have you responded? And has the response to COVID-19 issues and challenges, has it helped you, or you're still there not knowing what else you need to do? So you need to establish a response. You need to also look at your workforce. Then in the medium term is also to then say, what kind of tactical responses am I going to have to the challenges of navigating this new normal? Do I have to do my business, quickly establish myself online? Do I have to do my business in another way? Do I have to get a logistics firm to help me do delivery? I mean, what is it that I need to do so that my cash flow is not affected? My liquidity position is not affected. The financial implications of me is not affected. And I can continue to sustain myself in a particular type of livelihood. And we've seen companies that have done that incredibly well, you know, having those tactical responses to be able to help them stabilize in the areas where, you know, they've had challenges. But more importantly is, how do we design a strategy for emerging stronger in the post-COVID-19 economy? Are things going to remain the same? Or is there really going to be, are things going to go back to the way it was? Or is there going to really be a new normal? If there's going to be a new normal, that means that the number of people that come to work can be the same. The way we sit can be the same. Are some people going to work from home? And how do we begin to service our customers? If I own a restaurant, how many people are going to be allowed to come into my restaurant? You know, what's my supply chain going to be like? How's my operations going to be like? You know, those are the things that we need to begin to challenge ourselves and talk about. So I like this. This paints a picture of, you know, what we then would say is the new norm that has gone up a few notches higher. So school life is no longer the same. School children are learning at home, online. There are opportunities to explore. Those at the bottom of the pyramid do not have the same advantages that, you know, some other children have, whereby they can quickly plug and play. Their school will set up an online platform and begin to teach them. School, when they return, are they going to have smaller classes, less crowded classes? Are they going to be going to school every day? How is it going to be like? What are the opportunities for us to begin to harness in those areas? How can we serve the underserved at the bottom of the pyramid? You know, disposable menus and masked servers. Is that going to be what we're going to see? I have some menus at home whereby I can just call and order. You know, I say I want something. So I'm not going to be quick to go to a restaurant that is crowded. And sports as we know it, how are we going to do sports? Concert halls. I was watching a program on TV where they had said that, you know, when you visit some sites, those sites have now been taken, or some galleries, those galleries have now been taken online, whereby you can then visit those galleries and look at the artwork, you know, from an online platform, as opposed to you actually visiting the gallery itself. So again, our privacy as we know it is going to be changed, you know, tracking of location. The government, you know, they would want to know how to track our location. As employers, we also want to know where our staff is living, track their location to know whether they are hotspots. So privacy as we know it is going to change. There are going to be changes at the airport, limited travel, right? Is travel and experience and holidays, is it going to be new? What are we going to see? What kind of innovations are going to come? Changes at the airports, flying, how the seats going to be arranged. You know, face mask obviously has now become a necessity. It is no longer a luxury.